This is part 3. The Cross and the Sword, Spain, a Shadow over the New World. In 1519, across the Eastern Sea, the horizon darkened with sails. They came not as merchants or pilgrims, but as conquerors, men of iron and fire, their God carried in a cross, their hunger veiled as faith. At their head stood Hernán Cortés, bearing steel unknown to the New World and words as sharp as his sword. To some he seemed the returning god Quetzalcoatl, the pale lord of legend foretold to return from the east. To others, he was the herald of the world's end. Allies rose among those weary of Aztec tribute. Enemies fell to musket and horse. Crosses replaced idols. Gold replaced souls. The path to Tenochtitlán became a trail of surrender and smoke. The fifth sun has fallen. Smoke curls above a dying city, and from the sea come men in iron and faith. After 93 days of siege, the city once called Tenochtitlán is ash. Amid the ruins, Hernán Cortés raises the banner of Castile and Aragon. Temples are torn down. The Templo Mayor becomes a cathedral's foundation. The blood that once fed the sun now sanctifies a different altar, the Eucharist. The conquest spreads like wildfire. The crown of Spain rules from deserts to jungles. Encomienda grants Spaniards the right to native labor. Friars baptize whole villages in rivers that still run red. Silver discovered in Zacatecas and Guanajuato floods galleons bound for Europe. New Spain becomes the empire's beating economic heart, its veins filled with silver, its breath the prayers of the conquered. Yet behind every saint carved in wood, old gods still linger. Tonantzin becomes the Virgin. Tlaloc hides behind St. John. The people learn to pray in 2 languages, one for heaven, one for the ancestors. On a winter morning, the peasant Juan Diego meets a radiant woman clothed with the sun. She speaks in Nahuatl, the language of his people. She calls herself the Virgin of Guadalupe and leaves her image upon his cloak. To the Spaniards, she is Mary, the Mother of God. To the indigenous, she is Tonantzin returned. One miracle, 2 faiths, and a new Mexico is born. New Spain prospers, but its people are divided. Peninsulares, Spaniards born in Europe, rule over criollos, mestizos, and indigenous laborers. The Church owns vast lands. The Inquisition guards thought. Yet in salons and universities, ideas of reason and liberty arrive from France. Whispers of equality drift across the Atlantic. When Napoleon conquers Spain, the empire's grip loosens. In a small town named Dolores, a priest, Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla, rings his bell at dawn. Viva la Virgen de Guadalupe, down with tyranny, viva Mexico. Peasants rally to the Virgin's banner. The cross of Guadalupe becomes the flag of revolt. Hidalgo is executed, yet the flame spreads. José María Morelos continues the fight, declaring all men equal before God and law. For a decade, civil war rages, villages burn, armies rise and fall. By 1821, Royalist Iturbide and rebel Guerrero signed the Plan of Iguala. On September 27th, the Army of the 3 Guarantees marches into Mexico City under a flag of green, white, and red. Spain's shadow ends, and Mexico steps into the light. 3 centuries after Cortés, the cross still stands over the Valley of Mexico, but beneath its shadow beats an older heart. From blood sacrifice to sacrament, from temple to cathedral, the faith changed its face, but not its fire. Spain gave Mexico its language and its chains, and from both a nation was born. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see what happens next in our series, The Cry of Freedom.